Hold up.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Ronja here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a deck that one of my subscribers recommended that me play with, and honestly I think this deck is pretty freaking good. The first grand challenge I did with it, I ended up going 6-3, which again guys, you might think is bad like I said in the last video, but 6-3 is good for using a deck for the first time. That means you got halfway to completing the challenge on the first attempt at using a deck. Now this deck is actually pretty powerful against certain decks and very weak against other decks. This deck is a free-to-play deck, and that's how most free-to-play decks are. They don't have very versatile cards in them, and they're basically only able to be played one way. This deck is basically a beatdown deck. That's all you can really do is graveyard beatdown. If your opponent is very good at stopping beatdown, like having a bait deck or something like that, it's going to be very difficult to contend. And especially since this is a free-to-play deck, it doesn't have the log, so it's actually going to be very hard for you guys to beat bait decks since it doesn't have the log right there. But anyway, this deck is pretty good, guys. I ended up beating some hard counters with this deck, and I ended up doing pretty nice work with it as well. I'm going to be talking about this deck a little bit. I'm telling you guys some of the things that you want to be doing. Number one is you guys want to pump up as much as you possibly can. Get those pumps down, get that elixir churning. That's the way you're going to win this match, by overwhelming your opponent with that elixir lead and pushing through their defenses and crushing them. Another thing that you guys want to do is if they have Inferno Tower, make sure that you play your minions in order to counter that. And what I mean by that is basically when your giant is near the Inferno Tower or like about to cross the bridge, place your minions in the middle of the bridge so that the Inferno Tower is targeted on those minions. That will save your giant a lot of health, and you can also zap that Inferno Tower as well. Another thing is you guys need to be able to take a little bit of damage, and you guys also want to make sure that you do not overcommit on defense or offense. You guys want to make sure that you're making your trades efficient as possible. I'm going to go ahead and grab a sip of this tea, and we're going to go ahead and hop into some challenge matches. Alright guys, we're going up against Engin and E-Ray from Nats Elite. Let's go ahead and throw them the thumbs up, and I'm thinking about either cycling an Ice Spirit or pumping for my starting move. Pumping up can get punished very hard depending on the deck that they're using, so I'm just going to cycle an Ice Spirit at the bridge just so I can get a better hand here. We have minions that we can actually split. He's just going to soak that damage, so I'm just going to drop a pump right now. Hopefully we can gain... Oh, look at that drag glitch, guys. Look at that drop glitch. Going to stop that elixir collector from going down immediately. We gained one elixir back. He's going to go and use a fireball, so that means we're going to get a nice elixir lead from this exchange, guys. The fireball I think is a -2 elixir trade against the pump, since the pump is ends up churning out I think like 3 or 4 elixir, which is pretty nice. We're gonna go and set up a giant in the other lane, and unfortunately guys, he has a P.E.K.K.A. We probably should have just seen what other stuff he had, but at this point I feel like I can support this push a little bit and see what we can do against this P.E.K.K.A. The reason why I'm putting the witch here is because I know the skeletons will DPS that down pretty quickly. He just went in with the wizard, so I know he's pretty dang low in elixir right now, so I'm gonna go with the graveyard and the ice golem. I'm gonna go and zap all of those skeletons, and we should be able to get some decent damage off on this tower. Not gonna take it out or anything like that, but it's gonna do some decent damage right here. I'm gonna go and kite that P.E.K.K.A. with the giant real quick, and that's basically the only possible thing I could do right now. We're gonna take a whole lot of damage from this exchange, but it's the best thing I could possibly do against the P.E.K.K.A. And I think we're gonna lose the tower right here. But again, guys, we know he has a P.E.K.K.A. now, so now I know what we're going to do. As you guys can see, that giant's still going to the tower. He's going to drop his P.E.K.K.A. again, guys. But look, that tower is going pretty darn low, all the way to 584. So we're not out of this game at all. That was a pretty good kite by me. And we're also winning on the left side. So once this push dies, we should be in pretty good shape here. I'm going to go and drop a witch right here. He's going to go and drop a wizard. I'm going to wait for the P.E.K.K.A. to get distracted, and then I'm going to drop an ice golem up here. And as you guys can see there, I'm going to keep the witch alive. Hopefully I'm able to drop this ice spirit in time. Boom, nice ice spirit. They're going to keep that tower intact here, guys, and we could honestly go on a counter push right now. I think I might. I'm gonna go ahead and go with a giant. I know his P.E.K.K.A. is not back in cycle yet. He's going in with an E-Wiz. He's probably gonna play a skeleton army here shortly. He's gonna go and fireball that and zap that. I'm gonna go and go with my giant. He's gonna drop skeleton army. I know he is. I'm gonna zap all of that, and we're gonna get that tower down right here. That giant's connecting, and we're gonna get just one more hit right there. Boom, gonna take that tower out, guys. We're playing this match exactly how we wanted to. I'm gonna cycle ice golem going into the left lane. I want to save my witch for his P.E.K.K.A. He's gonna go and go with the battle ram and minions, so I'm gonna drop my giant here to sponge. He's dropping everything at the bridge right now. Giant's gonna sponge all of this. I'm dropping my witch as well, guys. Look at that giant sponging for all of that elixir he just spent. He spent 4 on the battle ram, 3 on the bandit, and 4 on the electro wizard. I think he also zapped as well, so that's a lot of elixir right there. I'm gonna go and go with another ice golem here. And look at this, guys. 2 ice golems in a graveyard. Looks like we're gonna get some nice work here. I'm gonna zap that. And looks like we're going to get some nice tower damage off right now, guys. 1500 HP is all that's left. We can go in with a nice giant right now in a moment, and we should be able to take that tower out. I don't even think a P.E.K.K.A can stop that, but I don't want to overcommit here. I'm going to go with my Witch. As you guys can see, he decided to drop P.E.K.K.A right now. So I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to play an Ice Golem up here. Once it's done with those skeletons, it's going to be focused right there. Electro Wizard's coming down. I'm going to go and drop my Giant here since he just went huge with that. He's coming in with the Battle Ram and the Bandit, guys. Hopefully that Giant's able to connect. We're going to go drop that Ice Spirit here. As long as that Battle Ram doesn't connect, I think we're in good shape. Giant's not even going to get a swing, guys, but it's all right. It's okay. If we would have zapped that Skeleton Army, I think we would have gotten that tower down, but I wasn't looking up there. I was more focused on the Battle Ram than on my offense. But I think we can go with Ice Golem here. Whoa, we're getting close to a 3 crown as well, guys. I'm going to go and go with my Giant Ice Spirit, and we're back to my Zap, so I don't think there's anything he can do at this point. P.E.K.K.A is going to be distracted. Hold on, guys. Hold on for dear life. I'm going to go and Zap. Come on, guys. One more hit from that Giant. One more hit from the Giant is really good, but this counter push is going to be gnarly. This is going to be very hard to deal with. Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to see if I can sneak a Giant in there real quick. See if I can get that Giant in there. Sneaking that Giant in. He's going in with the Skeleton Army. I'm going to Zap it. Come on, Zap. Nice Zap. Electro Wizard's coming down. I'm going to go and kite this P.E.K.K.A. Come on, one swing from that Giant. Oh, we need 7 HP. 7 HP, guys. That P.E.K.K.A is coming in hot. P.E.K.K.A is coming in hot. Sacrifice the Witch. Sacrifice the Witch. Come on. Just a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No. 7 HP. 7 HP. Oh, my God, guys. Alright, guys. That match honestly just destroyed my entire soul. But I'm wearing a Super Bowl 50 jacket, so we're able to bounce back. That match was honestly stressful. He had a hard counter deck, guys. You can't lie. He had a hard counter deck. He had the P.E.K.K.A. We had the Giant. So we should have lost that level 2 P.E.K.K.A. and a level 8, guys. I'm willing to take the dub. Of course, if he's dropping a P.E.K.K.A. like that, doesn't seem like he knows exactly what he's doing. I think this guy might have some type of impairment. He's mirroring those minions just to get them to tournament standard level, and I don't think that P.E.K.K.A. is going to get to the tower at all. So we're looking pretty smooth going into the rest of this match. Bomber's coming down. Not sure why. I'm going to go and place a Giant in front of that Witch, and this should be tower, guys. I don't know. I don't think he can do anything against us at this point. We're just going to stay back. Giant's going to sponge, and I'm going to go and pump up right here. That's going to be tower. We're going to take the elixir lead as well. And yeah, that Prince is going to do basically nothing. I'm going to go and drop my Ice Golem here to defend that Prince in a moment. Giant is still alive, actually, so he's going to have to deal with that. He's going to go and drop that. I'm going to drop a Witch as well, just to start putting some skeletons out there in the mix. Nice Ice Spirit there. I'm going to stop that Hog. And yeah, I'm definitely putting this one in the video, guys. Even though we just, even though it's only level 8, I still need to take the W here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play a Giant right here. And I'm going to probably Graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to go in Graveyard. Let me think. How could I have done better against that P.E.K.K.A? So I could have done better against that P.E.K.K.A had I gotten 7 more HP somehow, some way. If I would have been able to, if I would have zapped the tower that one time when I talked about it, where I zapped the Battle Ram instead of zapping the skeletons, if I would have zapped the tower and the skeletons, that definitely would have won me the game. We're going up against Alejandros from Murcianos. I'm not Hispanic at all, so I can't pronounce any of those. But I'm going to go and throw out the thumbs up here. He's going to go and drop a Naked Poison. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with an Ice Golem in Graveyard. He's going to go and throw out the Angry Face. And here comes some bats. They're going to die to my Ice Golem, which is really good for us. And looks like we're going to get quite a bit of damage off. I'm going to go with Minions and Ice Spirit. He's dropping a Cannon as well. And I think this might be good game, honestly, right off the bat. He just went huge with a lot of Elixir right there. And we do have to respond to these Spirit Goblins unless we want to take damage, so I'm just going to zap those. Spirit Goblins did get buffed, so you kind of do have to respond to them now. So I'm just going to go and pump since I know I have the Elixir lead. He just spent 4 on a Poison, 4 on a Hog Rider, 3 on a Kid. What is he doing? I think this guy is throwing, honestly, at this point. I'm not sure what he's doing with those Naked Poisons, but I'm going to take it, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and push for the 3 crown. I have a pump down. I have the Elixir lead as well. He's going to go and go with a Mirrored Poison onto our pump and a Hog Rider. This guy doesn't respect us at all. He's going in for the huge money right now. He's going in huge. I'm going to go with my Witch right here to support this Giant. And I'm probably going to go with Minions as well. Since he just uses Poison, I'm not worried about our Minions dying or anything like that. He's going in with arrows. Right after those arrows were played, we're going to go and drop that. And I'm going to drop Graveyard onto the King. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That'd be disrespectful. I'm going to drop a... Let's go with Ice Spirit. Now we're going to go with Graveyard. We should be able to clean everything up here. This should probably be a 3 crown. I don't see anything I don't see any way he's gonna possibly be able to beat us here. Dropping an Ice Golem in the front, and that's gonna be good game. All right, guys, we're going up against Franklin here. Just kidding, I don't know how to pronounce that name. But Booferetti, one of my favorite YouTubers, always gives American names to names you can't pronounce. So Franklin, there you go. We're gonna call that dude Franklin. And here comes an Ice Spirit at the bridge and a Graveyard. So he's gonna go and drop a poison as well, which is really nice. It's gonna kill our witch, but the witch is gonna basically clean up that graveyard. So we're not really gonna take too much damage, and we should also have an elixir lead going into this exchange. That witch doesn't really need to be countered, but I'm going to go ahead and go with a giant in the other lane here since I know we have a little bit of an elixir lead. These skeletons didn't damage that pump, and please, yeah, we got another elixir to get pushed out of that pump. He's probably going to try to cycle and go in with another graveyard. That's what I would do if I was him. Let's see what he ends up doing. I'm going to go and drop an Ice Spirit in the back here. Then I'm going to go with some minions, and I might go with a graveyard here. It all depends on what he uses to counter. He probably has some type of archers, and I don't have poison and cycle. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Ice Golem and graveyard over here in this lane, because it just uses archers over there, and I don't know if he has anything great to counter it with. As you guys can see, nice split push here. Giant's gonna get some damage on the right side. Graveyard's gonna do some nice damage on the left. We're gonna take that tower out on the right side, and on the left side, and do so much damage to the right side right now. Perfectly played against this other graveyard deck. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the collector over here, guys, and the lane that he's not pushing. He might try to graveyard right now. That'd be really smart from him to do. I'm gonna go and place my witch out of the poison range right now. And if he decides to poison, it's going to be futile because he's not going to be able to get like that nice poison value. As you guys can see here, Witch is going to clean up that graveyard for an even trade. Only going to take a little bit of damage. And now he has a full health Witch coming at him. Unfortunately, that tower on the left side is already gone, so we can't really do anything too much with it. We could push for the 3 crown, but guys, I don't want to do that right now. I want to be more safe with my gameplay. I don't want to overcommit. We're just going to let that Witch run into the tower. It's still going to take a long time for that tower to kill the Witch. He's going to drop some archers for it. It's pretty good. I'm going to drop some minions back here, and this time I'm going to go full in with the push on this side. He's going to go and go with the poison there. I'm going to go and go with an Ice Golem here in front of the Giant. It doesn't really matter the order of that because it's, the Ice Golem. It's just going to stop everything, slow everything down a little bit. I'm going to go and go with some minions here, and I'm going to drop an Ice Golem in the pocket. He's going to go and go with another Ice Golem, and he's going to zap as well on those minions. And it looks like we're going to get that Giant to the tower, and it's going to get 2 swings in, maybe 3. No, not 3 swings, guys. Unfortunately, no 3 swings. We're going to take out those archers as well. He's probably trying to build up a huge graveyard push right now, which that's exactly what he's going to try to do. I'm going to go and throw my zap down in some minions, and I'm going to go and throw an Ice Golem down as well. Looks like we're going to be able to defend this graveyard push A-okay here, guys. And we're going to go with the counter push as well. I'm going to drop my Giant right now. That Witch should still be alive. Hopefully the Witch is still alive. Looks like the Witch is going to live with a sliver of HP, and that's going to be that tower, guys. There's nothing you can do about that. Gonna smack that tower once, gonna smack that tower twice, and the witches are gonna clean that up. Night is going down, and looks like we finessed that graveyard deck. That was a pretty good graveyard deck, cycle deck with the archers and the Mega Minion. Pretty common deck. Let's go ahead and hop into another battle here. These battles have been kind of quick. Going up against Sikeblit from No Clan. Let's go ahead and throw him the thumbs up, and hopefully he's not that good so we can take another W here. I'm all about the wins today. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle an Ice Spirit. Because I want to get a better hand. Zap is better than Ice Spirit in my hand, and it's also going to get some damage off. I'm just going to have to pump in this situation. I have nothing to play against that Hog Rider whatsoever. I'm going to go and play a Witch up here, and it's going to kill the Princess first, and then it's going to kill the Hog Rider down there. And he still has to respond to that Witch. It's still kind of threatening. It'll do a couple hundred damage, I think, but he can counter it for like 2 elixir. Yeah, he's going to counter that with 2 elixir. But we do have the elixir lead, huge elixir lead right now. He just spent 7 on that little push. We spent 5 to defend it, and then he spent 2 more. So that's pretty good. 9. I'm going to go and drop a giant other lane. He's going to drop, oh, that's a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to drop minions for that Goblin Gang. Goblin Barrel and Goblin Gang. We're going to take a lot of damage, and it might even be tower. He's going to use his zap spell right there, so that's going to be tower. Hopefully he doesn't have Inferno tower, but I'm going to place Ice Golem in front in case he does, and we need to get back to our minions as soon as possible. We have our zap spell, which is pretty good. Oh, Skeleton Army is going to die right there. I'm going to go and go with another Giant. He's not going to be able to stop this, guys. Here comes the Witch. Zap, 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 zap. Nice zap spell. Going to kill that Inferno Tower. We've got 2 Giants going in. I'm going to get my minions down as quickly as I possibly can. I want to push here. Looks like that Goblin Gang is going to do pretty nice cleaning up that, but hopefully we can clean up this Goblin Gang right now. If we can clean up the Goblin Gang and the Princess, that would be the best push ever. Looks like we're going to not be able to do that, but it's okay, guys. We are definitely going to be in having the advantage for the rest of this match. I'm going to go ahead and cycle my Ice Golem right here because we're about to hit 10 elixir. I'm going to go with my Witch as well as an Ice Spirit. And there we go. It's going to stop that Hog Raider for the most part. Maybe no swings. One swing, guys. But he has 2 princesses down, which are both going to die to our witch. If he decides to drop a knight or a goblin gang, I'll just zap them. And they'll die to the ice golem death damage and everything. He's going to go and go with the goblin barrel, so I'm just going to zap that. I want to get my zap back in cycle before I go in with a huge push. So I'm just going to cycle some minions right here. Minions are going to get cycled. And yeah, at this point, I'm going to go with an ice golem going into the right lane. We want to push the right lane as much as we can. He's going to zap those minions. I'm going to go and get my giant down now. Since I know my zap is only 1 card away, here come those minions are going to get so much value right here. I'm going to go and zap that again. We need our zap back in cycle one more time. I'm going to play minions here. And I'm fine with taking a lot of damage. As long as the tower doesn't go all the way down, we're good. There we go. Looks like it's in lightning range or something. Or not lightning range. Close to rocket range. So we really need to get our push going right now. That Inferno Tower is going to be distracted. I'm going to go and zap it. And this is going to... Oh, we got the Skeleton Army as well. That was such a good value zap. We got 2 giants, a witch, and some minions going in. He's going to go ahead and go with a Hog Rider, trying to 3-crown us, I guess. But it's too late, guys. He's going to try to drop all of that, but it's to no avail. I'm going to go and drop an Ice Spear right here. It's going to stop all those goblins from doing damage. And that's another 3-crown, guys. This deck actually works pretty well. We only lost 1 match today, and it was only by 7 HP. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This deck is actually pretty good for a free-to-play deck, not going to lie. We played against some really weird decks and some pretty well-known decks as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you like this deck. I'm going to get another sip of this tea. And I will be seeing you guys later. Peace out.